question 2. It's right here. Compute the annualized return and annualized standard deviations. Plot y-axis annualized standard deviation and x-axis annualized returns. All right, so to do that, we can just stay on this page and go to the bottom. Let's do annualized average returns. And then right under it, we're going to do annualized standard deviations. All right. Let's make it a little bigger. All right, and so this is kind of just a review of what we did in the last one. So equals average, and then we're going to go, I know the cells are B5 to B518, okay? So if we just do that, that should give us the average of all of these, but as you guys can tell, if you just kind of look down here, these are monthly returns, not annual returns. So to get the annual, we're just going to multiply by 12. All right, and then we are going to pull it across. All right, and that does the annualized returns for all of these index funds. And so standard deviation is going to be similar. So we are going to do equals standard dev sample, because as you guys know, this is not a population. And again, these are still B5 to B518, and you can select the whole thing if you want. It's just a little quicker. All right, so we're going to do that. And again, this is the monthly. So, so to get the annualized, we're going to multiply by the square root of 12. We're going to add one more parentheses, and we're going to drag this. All right, perfect. And since we are going to be plotting these, we want them both to be in the same, whether percentages or numbers, so we're just going to do percentages. And so we're going to do the same thing here just because it's easier to plot if it's going vertical. There we go. So Control C, copy. We're going to just put it here. Right click, paste special. And since this is a formula bar, we are going to paste the values, not the formula. So if we do the, actually here, just if we were to do the formula, it would paste and have incorrect values. And we're going to transpose it again, and that just changes. So if it's going horizontal, it'll go vertical, or if it's going vertical, it'll go horizontal. Okay. And let's see. Maybe instead of analyze, we'll just write and average returns. See if that fits. Yeah. And yeah, you guys formatting is all up to you. I'm just trying to make it easier to see. Okay. Perfect. Let's see. Oh, and that's average as well. Y-axis as standard deviation right here. X-axis is here. Good to check. Whoops. Okay, perfect. So again, we are to plot y-axis and x-axis. So we are just going to copy this and then insert, and or you could do insert here, chart, XY scatter, or you can do it up here, scatter, done. All right, and unfortunately, I've done this a couple times this morning, and each time it always does this. Oops. So we can just add axis titles, horizontal, add axis titles, vertical. So just to double check, y is standard deviation, and this is annualized returns. Make sure the average. Okay, and then we're going to change this. Average annualized returns versus annualized standard deviation. And you guys can make that however you want. All right, so comment between risk and returns. And what is regression line slope? Is it statistically significant? Any outliers? So for this, we are going to have data analysis turned on, and it shows you in Blackboard, there's a document that tells you how to turn that on. But here we go. So we are going to highlight this, data. We're going to go to data analysis, regression, okay. And just to double check, y is standard deviation, x is returns. So see, this is column B. Why does it have x as A? Just kidding. Okay, so y is standard deviation. Cancel. There we go. Regression. Okay. So y, we're going to, y is actually C, so we'll just type it in instead of selecting. Sorry, guys. Okay. All right, so y is correct, and this one, x, we will just click here, and we'll do this. It's another way to do it. Enter. All right, perfect. C and B, labels, output range. Output range. I think I selected, yeah. So if you want it on the same page, just click a cell over here for output range. That's where it's going to put it. So that's perfect right over here. Okay. Awesome. All right, so what is the slope? Is it statistically significant? Any outliers? So this is just kind of a double or a review of statistics. So check, first you want to check the R-square, and just at R-square and just make sure the values are correct, or they're high enough to show that the data is correlated. All right, and then so slope, check the intercept. And then is it statistically significant? That would be the t-stat. And let's see what else. Any outliers? So any outliers would be any value that is outside of the 95% confidence value. So you guys can check that out. So that is question 2. All right, I'm gonna pause the video for a second.